In the heart of the coastal town of Harborview, there stood a lighthouse that had guided ships safely to shore for generations. Perched atop a rugged cliff, its weather-beaten exterior told tales of storms weathered and voyages completed. But beneath its sturdy exterior lay a dark secret, a secret that had haunted the town for decades. The lighthouse had once been home to the Pendleton family, its lightkeeper passing down the duty from father to son for generations. But tragedy struck one fateful night when a violent storm swept through Harborview, engulfing the coastline in chaos. The Pendletons, overcome by the fury of the storm, perished within the lighthouse, their souls trapped within its walls for eternity. Since that night, the lighthouse had stood abandoned, its beacon extinguished and its halls haunted by the restless spirits of the Pendleton family. Locals whispered of strange sightings and eerie sounds emanating from the abandoned structure, warning others to stay away from its cursed grounds. But despite the warnings, a group of curious teenagers decided to explore the abandoned lighthouse, drawn by the allure of the supernatural and the promise of uncovering its dark secrets. Armed with flashlights and courage, they ventured into the crumbling structure, their footsteps echoing through the empty halls. As they climbed the winding staircase, the air grew colder, and the sound of crashing waves filled the air. Strange shadows danced on the walls, and whispers echoed in the darkness, sending chills down their spines. But they pressed on, determined to unravel the mystery of the haunted lighthouse. But as they reached the top of the tower, they were met with a sight that chilled them to the core. Standing before them was the ghostly figure of a woman, her tattered dress billowing in the wind, her eyes filled with a haunting sadness. She beckoned to them with spectral hands, her voice a mournful whisper on the wind. Terrified, the teenagers fled the lighthouse, vowing never to return. But the ghostly apparition of the Pendleton lighthouse still haunts their dreams, its secrets waiting to be uncovered by those brave enough to dare. As the teenagers fled from the haunted lighthouse, their hearts pounding with fear, they couldn't shake the feeling that they had only scratched the surface of the dark secrets hidden within its walls. Whispers of the Pendleton family's tragic fate lingered in their minds, compelling them to return and uncover the truth. Despite their initial terror, curiosity gnawed at them, urging them back to the lighthouse's desolate grounds. They knew they couldn't rest until they had unraveled the mystery of the ghostly apparition that had confronted them atop the tower. But as they plotted their return, strange occurrences began to plague the town of Harborview. Residents reported sightings of shadowy figures lurking in the darkness, and eerie whispers filled the night air. It seemed that the restless spirits of the Pendleton family were not content to remain confined to the lighthouse alone. With each passing day, the supernatural disturbances grew more intense, casting a pall of fear over the once peaceful town. And as the teenagers delved deeper into the secrets of the haunted lighthouse, they soon realized that they had unwittingly unleashed forces far beyond their control. Now, as the darkness closes in around them and the ghostly presence of the Pendletons looms ever closer, they must race against time to uncover the truth and put an end to the curse that grips Harborview before it's too late. But the path to redemption is fraught with peril, and the spirits that haunt the lighthouse will stop at nothing to protect their secrets. As the teenagers delve deeper into the mysteries surrounding the haunted lighthouse and the Pendleton family, they uncover a tangled web of deceit, betrayal, and ancient curses that stretch back centuries. Each revelation brings them closer to the truth but also puts them in greater danger. They discovered that the Pendletons were not just victims of a tragic storm, but were ensnared in a dark pact with malevolent forces beyond their understanding. The lighthouse, once a beacon of hope, had become a conduit for unspeakable evil, trapping the souls of the family within its walls. But as they unearthed the secrets of the past, they unwittingly awakened dormant forces that hunger for vengeance. The vengeful spirits of the Pendletons rise from their eternal slumber, seeking retribution against those who dare to disturb their resting place. Now, as the teenagers find themselves caught in a desperate battle against the forces of darkness, they must unravel the final, chilling secret of the haunted lighthouse, a secret that holds the key to breaking the curse and saving Harborview from destruction. But with time running out and the spirits growing more powerful with each passing moment, they must steel themselves for a final confrontation that will test their courage, their friendship, and their very humanity. For the fate of Harborview hangs in the balance, and only they have the power to set things right. As the teenagers delve deeper into the secrets of the haunted lighthouse and the Pendleton family, they begin to realize that the curse that plagues Harborview runs far deeper than they ever imagined. With each new revelation, they uncover clues pointing to an ancient ritual performed by the Pendletons, a ritual that bound their souls to the lighthouse for all eternity. But as they draw closer to the truth, they also attract the attention of darker forces lurking in the shadows. Malevolent entities, drawn by the disturbance of the ancient curse, begin to manifest in the physical world, their presence casting a sinister pall over Harborview. Desperate to break the curse and free the spirits of the Pendleton family, the teenagers embark on a perilous journey to uncover the origins of the ritual and find a way to undo its dark magic. But their quest is fraught with danger, as they must navigate treacherous terrain and face off against otherworldly adversaries hell-bent on stopping them. As they race against time, the teenagers discover that the key to breaking the curse lies in an ancient artifact hidden within the lighthouse itself. But retrieving the artifact will not be easy, for it is guarded by powerful wards and protected by the restless spirits of the Pendletons. With the fate of Harborview hanging in the balance, the teenagers must summon all their courage and ingenuity to confront the darkness that threatens to consume them. But as they draw closer to their goal, they realize that the true nature of the curse is far more sinister than they ever imagined, and breaking it may come at a price they cannot afford to pay. Just as the teenagers believe they've uncovered the key to breaking the curse, they encounter a shadowy figure who warns them of the consequences of meddling with forces beyond their understanding. The mysterious stranger reveals fragments of a forgotten prophecy, hinting at a darkness that has lain dormant for centuries, waiting to be unleashed. Haunted by the stranger's cryptic words, the teenagers embark on a perilous journey to unlock the secrets of the prophecy and prevent the impending catastrophe. But with each step forward, they find themselves drawn deeper into a web of deceit and betrayal, where allies may be enemies in disguise and the true nature of the curse remains shrouded in mystery. As they race against time to unravel the truth, they encounter ancient guardians and face trials that test their resolve to the limit. Along the way, they uncover fragments of lost lore and forgotten histories, piecing together the puzzle of the curse's origins. But as they draw closer to the heart of the mystery, they realize that the true power behind the curse may lie in the darkness of their own hearts. To break the curse and save Harborview from destruction, they must confront their deepest fears and overcome the shadows that threaten to consume them. With the fate of the town hanging in the balance, the teenagers must make a choice: to succumb to the darkness or to embrace the light within themselves and forge a new destiny. But whatever path they choose, one thing is certain: their journey is far from over, and the true test of their courage is yet to come. As the teenagers delve deeper into the mysteries surrounding the curse of the haunted lighthouse, they uncover ancient tomes and forbidden knowledge hidden within the town's archives. These texts reveal tantalizing clues about an enigmatic figure known as the Keeper of Shadows, a being rumored to hold the key to unlocking the curse's true power. Driven by a sense of urgency and the weight of responsibility, the teenagers embark on a quest to locate the Keeper of Shadows and beseech them for aid. Their journey takes them to the furthest reaches of Harborview, where they encounter a clandestine society of scholars and mystics who guard the secrets of the supernatural world. But as they draw closer to their goal, they find themselves pursued by sinister forces determined to prevent them from unraveling the mysteries of the curse. Dark figures lurk in the shadows, wielding ancient magics and wielding influence over the very fabric of reality. As tensions rise and betrayals come to light, the teenagers must navigate a treacherous game of cat and mouse, where alliances shift like sand and the line between friend and foe blurs with each passing moment. With danger lurking around every corner, they must rely on their wits and courage to stay one step ahead of their pursuers. But as they close in on the Keeper of Shadows, they come face to face with a revelation that shakes them to their core. The true nature of the curse is far more sinister than they ever imagined, and breaking it may require a sacrifice greater than any of them are willing to make. Now, as the final confrontation looms on the horizon, the teenagers must steel themselves for a battle that will decide the fate of Harborview and the world beyond. For the shadows have been unleashed, and only they have the power to banish them once and for all. Just as the teenagers believe they are on the brink of uncovering the truth behind the curse of the haunted lighthouse, a series of mysterious events rock Harborview to its core. Strange phenomena plague the town, with reports of apparitions wandering the streets and whispers of ancient incantations carried on the wind. As fear grips the townsfolk and paranoia sets in, the teenagers find themselves isolated, their allies turning against them as suspicion runs rampant. With nowhere left to turn, they must confront the possibility that the curse may have already begun to claim them, twisting their minds and sowing discord among their ranks. Desperate for answers, they turn once more to the forbidden knowledge they have unearthed, delving deeper into the mysteries of the Keeper of Shadows and the dark forces that threaten to consume them. But as they piece together fragments of the ancient prophecy, they realize that the true power behind the curse may lie within themselves. Haunted by visions of a bleak future and tormented by doubts, the teenagers embark on a quest of self-discovery, confronting their deepest fears and darkest desires. Along the way, they encounter echoes of the past and glimpses of possible futures, each more terrifying than the last. But as they draw closer to the heart of the mystery, they come face to face with a revelation that shakes them to their very core. The curse of the haunted lighthouse is not just a curse, it is a manifestation of a much greater evil, a shadowy entity that feeds on the pain and suffering of humanity. Now, with time running out and the fate of Harborview hanging in the balance, the teenagers must make a choice: to succumb to the darkness or to embrace the light within themselves and stand united against the forces that seek to destroy them. For only by confronting the darkness within can they hope to banish the curse and restore peace to their troubled town. As the teenagers grapple with the revelation of the true nature of the curse and the looming threat of the shadowy entity, they realize that their only hope lies in uncovering the source of its power. With each passing day, the darkness tightens its grip on Harborview, its influence spreading like a cancer through the hearts and minds of its inhabitants. Driven by a sense of urgency and a newfound determination, the teenagers embark on a perilous journey into the heart of the supernatural realm. Guided by cryptic clues and ancient lore, they navigate treacherous landscapes and face trials that test their resolve to the limit. But as they draw closer to their goal, they find themselves pursued by agents of the darkness, relentless in their quest to thwart their every move. Shadowy figures lurk in the shadows, their eyes glowing with malevolent intent as they unleash their dark magic upon the unsuspecting town. As tensions reach a boiling point and alliances are tested, the teenagers must confront their own inner demons and confront the darkness that threatens to consume them. Along the way, they discover that the key to defeating the shadowy entity lies within themselves, in the power of friendship, courage, and hope. Armed with newfound strength and determination, they prepare to face their greatest challenge, yet a showdown with the shadowy entity itself. But as they stand on the brink of victory, they realize that the true battle has only just begun. For the darkness is relentless, and its thirst for power knows no bounds. Now, as they steel themselves for the final confrontation, the teenagers must draw upon every ounce of strength and courage they possess to banish the darkness once and for all. For the fate of Harborview and the world beyond hangs in the balance, and only they have the power to save it from destruction. In a climactic battle that echoed through the streets of Harborview, the teenagers stood united against the darkness, their hearts ablaze with courage and determination. With the power of friendship and hope guiding them, they unleashed a torrent of light that banished the shadowy entity back to the depths of the abyss from whence it came. As the last echoes of the battle faded away, a sense of peace descended upon the town, its streets bathed in the warm glow of dawn. The curse of the haunted lighthouse was finally broken, and Harborview was free from its grasp at last. In the days that followed, the town began to heal, its inhabitants coming together to rebuild what had been lost. The teenagers, hailed as heroes, found solace in each other's company, their bond forged in the crucible of adversity stronger than ever before. And as they stood atop the cliffs overlooking the sea, the sun setting on the horizon, they knew that they had faced their greatest challenge and emerged victorious. For in the end, it was not the darkness that defined them, but the light that shone within their hearts. And so, with hope in their hearts and a brighter future on the horizon, the teenagers looked forward to the adventures that lay ahead, knowing that whatever trials they may face, they would face them together, bound by the bonds of friendship and the power of the human spirit.